Ravali.
Yeah, could you please share your screen?
Yes, Ravali. Yeah, this is my presentation of Anaplan 6 to 10 lessons. Today I am discuss about Anaplan 6 to 10 lessons. In this lesson, I have discussed about the topics in creating a modules and how to import the data into the modules and blueprint view settings. And another one is discuss the sum function and lookup functions. And after that, finally, the creating functional areas and how to assign the functional areas to the modules or dashboards. And go into the topics. First slide. And creating a module. Creating a module is simple. Modules are multidimensional home for the data. Modules are engine of a model, and modules are grouped together to form a model. Um, how to create a model is shown in the workspace. Go to the workspace. Here, I'm going to go to the model settings. In model settings, you have to go to the modules. Modules, you have in the toolbar, you have insert option. Insert the module and give the name, name of the module. I'm giving example. Example module. Taking the pages and taking the on lists at lists. Some lists are placed in the list some rollups option. And I'm entering the line items here. This box shown the line items. If you have more than line items, enter the each line item on a new line. I'm entering the names of the line item, taking unit 1 line item, and unit 2 is 1 line item, and unit 3 is a 1 line item, unit 4 is a 1 line item. In every module, time is a default dimension. Hit enter, hit it. Okay. This is the module creation. Coming to another slide. Second one, in module grid view. I'm showing in this also in workspace. Module grid view is initially how to create a module. This is a default view. It displays the data in the layout. The layout can be changed later, and the dimensions and line items are included in the module. In pages, rows, these are a rows. These line items are a rows, and this month Jan, February. These are the columns, and these are the lists are a page selectors. That is module grid view. And next one is module blueprint view. Module blueprint view. This also I'm showing in this user experience workspace. This is a module grid view. Here model builders can use add formulas and perform calculations in the line items or and update the format of the line items. And model builders can adjust the dimensions of time dimensions, version dimensions, and applies to here in the module blueprint view settings. And the next slide on that one is blueprint view settings, and these are also shown blueprint view settings. Basically, there is a blue indication tells the blueprint view settings. In blueprint view settings, we have some options, settings, format, formula, summary, time scale, and time range versions, styles, cell count like this. For each format settings, you have number. The format settings, you have a number. In the number, you have shown decimal in the format. Again, additional formats, decimal places, you have to keep in decimal places. You have want I keep two. This is shown the sample of two decimals. After value, you have two decimals like that. And units, you have to currency units and symbol, and currency code, you have any currency code that's shown in this USD like this, and also percentage symbols. These samples is shown these percentage symbols like this. I no need this time. Cancel and also these format options are additional formats like boolean. It is a true or false condition. When you have true or false condition, like you have to use this boolean, and you have any date options, you have to use the format option date and time period. If you have some time period, weeks, months, quarter, of year, totals. If you have any is go to the another one is no data and text. And basically text has three types: a general link. In the UR, if you have any URLs, you have to use the links, and if you are having any emails, you have to use the emails. And is a text. And if you have no data formats, there it's shown no data in these line items. If you are keeping this no data option, there no shown in the no data options. And formula bar, you have to enter the formulas and reference the other modules. And another one is and applies to time scale and versions. These are the when you are creating a module in an Anaplan, you have to change the dimensions of here. And have a style option. You have a style option here. There are 7 types: normal, headings, heading, 3 options for headings and 3 options for summaries. In this place you have to preset options the appearance of the line items, but not affect all of the view. It's only the line items. It's shown styles names, not all the data. And it is a no data losses. And the cell counts, the number of cells in each line items, and number of cells in a cell count, and number of cells in a module. This is the blueprint view settings and the summary methods. Coming slides, I have to discuss the summary method. Go to another slide, that is formula bar, formula editing bar. This is also I'm showing in blueprint view. Formula editing bar here, this formula editing bar, this is a formula editing bar. Here you have to write the formula and reference to other modules. This is a line item of formula. Have to place the unit to you have to show the line item of formula. You have to write the 1 second. Here I'm taking unit 2. This place line item show the unit 2. I write the formulas, and you have to take in unit 3. You have to show the unit 3. This is a chevrons. This is a formula editor. You have to edit this formula also. And these are the functions. You have to click on this unit 4 formula. These are the functions. You have to use the multiple subtraction and addition formulas. These are the line item formats here. And another one is this one is a formula editor bar. These cross signs and right signs are the you have to enter the formulas and line item formulas. You have to enter the formula and hit a cross sign. It take this formula, and if you have cross sign, does not enter the formulas here. This is the formula editing bar. And coming to next slide, creating system modules. Yes, creating system modules. I'm taking module name here 60 time settings, and I'm also taking the line items: first day of month, last day of month, and current period start, actual period, and forecast period. I'm creating a time system modules. I'm creating again one module, that is time system modules. Go to the model settings. In modules, have insert module option. I'm typing I'm just model taken in this slide. I'm settings. I'm taking line items first day of month, day of month. Each line item, every line item you have to enter the another line. I have taken another line item. First day of month, second day of month, first day of month. Sorry, taken last day of month, last day of month, and current period, current period, current period start, period start, actual period, actual period, actual period, forecast. Another line item is forecast period, forecast, forecast period, and final one is forecast ones only. Going to again PPT and check the ones is correct or not. Forecast ones actual period. Is it correct? The view is correct. I have a time. I'm taking a time as a dimension. I have no in this place. I have not taken any page filters. I no need of a page filters because I'm creating a system modules. That's why I'm hit enter. Yes, it's shown the time system modules. Next, you have to add the formulas of the system modules. I'm adding formulas here. This is a formula bar. And to write the formula this place, write formula start of uh, in that format have to have to change the formats. Entering the formulas you have to check mainly this is the important process, important one. You have to check the format options. Here I taking first day of month, that is the format is the date. I have to change the format. I'm changing the date, and last day of month I'm changing the format also, date. And this is a boolean. Taking this is a boolean, that means current period. And this one is a current period start. I'm taking the format as date, taking the format date. And these are booleans only. And just copy and paste here like this. Control V. These are a boolean. And now I enter the formulas in the formula bar. The first day of month means start of it enter as this time. And last day of the month and writing the formula end of in the current period. I'm taking the current period is current period start of is equal to start of. Okay, start of it enter. And current period start. Current period start means current period start of. Start of. It enter like this. And the actual period I'm writing the formula start of, then current period start, period start, and here I'm writing forecast period, writing formula. Sorry, mistaken. Here, start of that, then raise is equal to current period start. Current period start. Okay, I'm using capital letters here, I'm using small letters. Because of a line item is I'm writing a small letter. That's why I'm taking small letters. Start. It's taking same formula here. Here also forecast ones also have same formula. Right. To the matter is equal to current period start. Hit enter. Here and do mistake here. Okay, it's shown this the result. This is the first day of month. It show the first day of the month means first day of January and first day of February and first day of March. That like it's shown, and this one is the last day of month. It is the last day of January 31st and February is 28th last date, and 31st is the March of last date. And it current period means it identify the current period and model time settings. I'm shown once again. Current period start means if I here current period I have in this current period I have to go on the model setting, calendar period and time setting have to here I'm giving any current periods. Just I'm giving March 21. Okay. March 22 I have given and hit enter. It's shown this. Go to the modules and system modules have shown here. Here I'm taking past and future past years one and future years one. That's why it's showing future years and past years. Okay, here I'm keeping the current period is March 22. It shows this March 22 date. Current period start means March 1 3 22 and the actual period it shown the actual period up to the March and the forecast periods after the March it shown the forecast periods and the months means only the months it shown like this. These are time system modules. Coming to another slide. System modules. Here system modules are used for time settings and hierarchical details and attributes, mapping dimensions in two lists or modules, filters, user lists, and clearing or delete items of system modules and the modules and line items of the model. System modules are used for in the filter options. You have system modules are used here. You have to use a line. You have to use the time. You can change the system modules are also here and like this. You have to change the system modules. First day of month, last day of month. You have to show first day of the month means it's shown only the line item on first day of month it's shown like this and also it is used for the list and let's say you use it for the when you are mapping one dimensions to another dimensions of using the formulas. The system modules are used, and you have to use the list of lists and general list. You are using general list and taking the reference, and that time also system modules are used. This is the system modules. And coming to another one, add or remove dimensions in existing modules. How to add and remove dimensions in existing modules? If you are creating any module, if you are creating any module by using the dimensions, and after that you have to change the dimensions. It simply go to the model blueprint view and go to the model settings and modules. You have to go to the module blueprint view and simply change the dimensions here and change the dimensions in applies to on time scale and time ranges. Versions you have to change these dimensions. You have to change the lists and rollups in up, and you are clicking on applies to change the dimensions here, and you have to also change the time scale. And like you have to use by model builders need, they have to change this applies to month and years like this. No need no. And versions, it is a versions is including or excluding all versions here, and it's shown all not applicable. That is the of existing modules to create the dimensions. And another one is data import process. There are four import process methods for import process: manual, Anaplan connect, extract, transform, load, ETL connectors, and REST APIs. First of all, you have to discuss only manual import method. Further classes, you have to discuss the Anaplan connect, extra transform, load, ETL connectors. Manual connect is a manual connect of the most simple method for importing small data sets infrequently. I'm showing this in the workspace mm, how to import the data into the module manually. I'm taking one list. Sorry, I'm taking one .csv file. That one is I'm showing that file. Download options. You have that file. I'm search here. Is this file? This file I have to import this file into this. This is a .csv file, comma separated values file. This file is important to the module. In the when you are importing module, first of all you have to create one module, that is employee details module, employee drivers module. I have to create employee drivers module based on this .csv file. Employee driver module, created one module, employee driver module. Taking the line items with the here I not need of a time because there is a not showing any time. This file I'm taking bonus, car allowance, and phone allowance like this file. Bonus, I'm taking bonus X percentage, taking bonus percentage, car allowance, phone allowance, and medical allowance. Medical allowance, I'm taking the line items here. I'm taking allowance, and also taking the lists and roll-ups. I'm taking G2 country and even departments here. Enter. You have to import the data into this file and to check changing the pivot, changing here. Sorry. I do wrong this place. Instead of changing this pivot, simply import the data into this file. Import the data. While you're importing, go to this data and go to the data and here import option. Click on this import and select the file employee driver file. And once open here map here the file option. Be careful of this file option. First of all, you have to comma separated values. It's check this comma and next another one is you have to check the header rows and first data rows. Be carefully by choosing these comma separated values. You have to change the header rows and first data rows, and then you have to click next. Here mapping source to the target is a G2 country. You have to employer drivers car bonus. You have to column one expenses because of bonus car allowance volumes are shown in this column ones, and even departments are shown in the expenses country code sales PR are shown in the column headers. I'm keeping column headers and G2 country US Canada column to country code. I'm taking once check the maps, all are mapped correctly. And the even departments, I'm checking even departments also mapped. And another one is here some of are not mapped. Why? Because of I'm not giving here bonus percentage and material cost are not mapped. I mapped manually. Go to this map manually bonus percentage and medical benefits. Run import once. Successfully imported, no ignored, some zero failed. It is a correct one and close. Yes, the data is entered correctly. If you have a percentage, bonus percentage, go to the module preprint and change the format of this number format, change the percentage decimal percentage option here, percentage option. You have to show this bonus percentage, shown the bonus percentage like this 12 percentage. This is the while you are importing data into this module. This is the process. Another one is copying a module. Copying a module is simple. When you are copying a module, when a model builders are worked on these modules, you have to same module in another place you have to use. In that time, you have to copy the module. Copy the module is simple. Go to the module settings and click on module. After that, select the module you want to copy and select the copy icon. The dialog box open. Give the name of the module and click open. Showing the same employer or module I have to copy. Go to the model settings. In the modules, I want to select the employer driver module and open employer driver module and here copy option auto copy employer driver module and copy. If you have a default view only, you have to click on the default view. Included all views means we are include all the data and we have any functional errors. You have to keep in the functional errors like this and click OK. Have shown same employee driver module, same module copy here. This is the copying of the module, and another one is copy across or copy down. Is a modelers can use when entering data into a module to quickly copy the value in one cell down to all cells in a column or across to all cells in a row. These are shown in example model. I have shown this copy down and copy across when the model builders want to enter these entered earlier or entering manually here values is a time taken process and it is a critical time taken process. That's why you're using copy down and copy across. If I click on the cells and copy copy across, I click the copy across. All these all the all the columns are shown on this same value, and copy down and click the cell and copy it down. How to show same values on row values. That is the copy down and copy across. And another one is summary method settings. Summary method settings are shown in the module blueprint view. And how taking the sum, it's simply addition of data. Taking the non-value, show the totals as the blank as zero. Taking the formula, and some of the options are shown in the module blueprint view. I can go on this shown on the module blueprint view. Here summary method. You have to uh, while you are creating a model, default to your default format is a number and default summary method is a sum. If you are changing none, all values will be blank and zero. You are keeping them all blank, all values will be blank. Why? Because I'm entering here. I mean, previously I'm using this cross copy across and copy. That's why I'm not showing any values here. This time you have to this time you have to change minimum value or which minimum value to summary method has minimum. Means first of all you have to give here these values, any values here, then you have to show the minimum values to wrong here. After entering the values and change the summary methods, I have to change the max value here. Largest value has shown in this year value. Largest values are shown in this year. See this place, you have to show the largest value. I'm entering the values 20, 30, 40, and the largest values I have taken the summary method as maximum. This is shown in the maximum value. And again go back to the model view and change these summary methods to minimum. Here go to the data view, go to the data view and shown this minimum value here, not shown the year value, minimum value here. Why? Because of this value and in two places, that's why not showing the minimum values. Yeah, like that you have to change the values. And when you are using any formulas and you have to using if average values, you are showing in this data and shown in this all values in the summary methods. Simply changing here summary methods and toggle between blueprint and grid view is simple, and toggling between when you toggle between blueprint and grid view is simple. In grid view it contains raw data, and if you are any calculations run in this place, you have to show the data. And the blueprint view you have shown formulas and formulas, format, summaries, and all those are shown in this blueprint view. In blueprint view, it's shown in this blue color. In the grid view, it's shown in this white color. That is a toggle between blueprint view and the grid view. The next one I'm showing some function. Some function, it simply add the multiple values. Some function is simply add the multiple values. The values list formatted or time period, and you are taking the references of this, taking the references of this time function, taking the references. When you are taking any references in this source module, the source module will be as a the source module will be as a source module will be a time setting, time period, formatted line items. The syntax of this sum function is values to sum. The data type is always in number format, and you have to open the bracket and sum of mapping when you are mapping one or when you are mapping one or two function to when you are mapping one or two line items, you have to use this after mapping you have to use this sum function. um, while you are mapping while you are mapping the source and target, it should be match each other. The mapping function and the source function of values to sum is a mapping each other. The result value will be a 0 when your result value is a number format. When you are taking the taking the mapping function is a number and the result format is also a number. This is the sum function. And coming to lookup function, use the lookup function to look up values in source module. This modular list, you have taken a list and display the value in target module. That means it pulls the data into the source module into the target module. Thus it is a syntax is values to look up. The date format will be a number, boolean, date, text, time period. And the mapping of the data format also mapping is a um, list and text or time period. When you are using more than one or more mappings, here you have to use the look function after the mapping. And here also the mapping when you are mapping in the list item, match only the dimensions of the source, and the result line item must be data type source of the line item. That means if your data type is a list, taking the result line item also taking the list. The result line item was also taken the list. Lookup function, it looks the source module into taking the references of the time settings, also it taking the references. This is the lookup function. Coming to another one is pivot. Pivot is a access inside the module. Pivot is used to change the dimensions position on the model builder needs. Change the pages, rows, columns, and positions. These pivot options are shown in example in so this is a blueprint. This is a pivot option in the tool in the main toolbar. You have seen in this pivot option. In the pivot option, you have to change the dimensions. This page is the list items, and the line items are taken into the columns, and the columns you have taken in the rows. You change like that. Simply change the pivot in this place. In the plane, the line items are shown in the columns. Line items are shown on the columns, and the times are shown on the rows, and the page selectors are shown on and the lists are shown on the page selectors. This is one view, and you have to change like the views what the model builders use, what the model builder want to use, and keeping pages to time, and a list have taken these rows, line items as well as the column here. Shown in the lists are taken in the rows, and time is shown on the page selectors here. Here you have to change any time like this to change each page selectors. This is a pivot view. Another one is creating functional areas. Creating functional areas when you are creating multiple number of modules, in that time you have to use the functional areas by simply identifying which modules are placed in these functional areas. But for example, you take employees modules, you have to keep the functional areas here, employees like that. Further side, you have to assign this assign the functional areas. First of all, you have to create functional areas, means select the modules in model settings bars, then select functional areas, select insert option, type the name of the functional area, and select the end to add functional areas. It is simple process. Go to the model settings. In the model settings, you have click on the modules. In the modules, we have functional areas option. You have to insert the option. Previously, I created the system modules and writing the functional areas. creating the functional areas. System times the system is creating a system. Here you have to place a starter and I'm keeping an system. Here category, which category is need to mention. And another one is another system module in creating data. I'm creating a data. Here before or after I'm taking end of the system. I place the end of the system, and this is the how to create the functional areas. And another one is assigning functional area to a module. To assign functional area to a module is simple. Select modules in module settings bar and select the module you want to assign. This is also shown in this workspace. I'm creating functional areas. I'm assigning the functional areas into the modules and go to the modules. In modules option, you have functional areas. This is a employee driver. I'm taking the functional areas data and click the data is a functional area. And system sys0 time setting and taking the functional areas system. This is the assigning of functional areas, and you have shown in this content panel very easily. This system, I'm keeping the functional area as a system in showing the system modules. I'm placing the data is a functional area. I'm showing the employee drivers is a functional areas, and another one is create assigning functional area to dashboards. Is coming lessons you have to discuss briefly about assigning functional areas to dashboards. Now how to create the functional areas to dashboard. I'm showing that one. And go to the dashboards option. In dashboards option, how to insert option, how to give the name of this function area. Yeah, just like it. Create the function area. This function area how to this function area to have to assign the dashboards. In previous sections you have to show. In previous lessons you have to show how to assign the functional areas in this model. Mm, this is the topics, today topics. Thank you. Thank you, Raleigh.
Thank you, Surya Vamsi.